Hello friends, I am Dr. Amit Gangwal, Associate Professor at SVKM's Institute of Pharmacy, Dhule. In this video, I will talk about success of various corporates, basically tech giants in AI companies who are engaged directly or indirectly in clinical trial or drug discovery through AI driven or AI mediated or AI guided or AI empowered approaches. So we will discuss some early fruits. What are the early fruits achieved by this company? So in this video, I will talk about basically Exscientia only and a few introduction from a few content of Microsoft. Subsequently, in another upcoming videos, we will talk about how success is being achieved by Intel in Pioneer AI company from drug discovery point of view, that is in silico medicine, and few more examples like BenchSci, Benevolent AI, Recursion, and lot many more we will talk in upcoming videos. So here we go to the next point. The infographics, images, content in this video have been taken from websites of Exscientia and other organizations. This is for upcoming video as well. So I don't have any claim on the infographics, website, screenshots, content, logos, and other original research work of the experts in these organizations. So I am thankful to these original researchers, experts, and IPR creators. Very beautifully, Microsoft has explained the beauty or importance of AI or machine learning. So this figure has been taken from Microsoft website. This example molecule shows the optimization trajectory. That is the path of going from less drug-like molecule to high, towards more drug-like molecule. That is optimization in a continuous manner, so that the initial score of 0.4 for quantitative estimation of drug likeness reached from 0.4 to zero point 0.9. This entire operation is being done on the machine only through deep learning approaches. So this was a molecule after training on the Zinc database. Means a machine learning model has been developed by showing it or exposing it to hundreds of thousands of crores of molecules on Zinc database. After training the molecule, there was some de novo drug designing type of approach as visible in this image. As per the information very beautifully explicitly mentioned on the Microsoft website dedicated for the applications of deep learning in AI, what they say, there are two types of questions when we leverage machine learning while designing a molecule from drug discovery point of view. Number one, there are discriminative questions like what is the feature Y of molecule X? Again, recall from our earlier videos, Y means output or label, X means independent feature or input. So what is the feature Y of the molecule X? Means you are inputting the molecule X and you are instructing the machine learning model to give the features of Y. Give the features that is Y of molecule X. A system which is trained for this particular type of question answer can be used to compare given molecules by predicting their properties from their graph structure without converting them into smiles or fingerprinting type of machine readable format. Number two, there are generative type of questions like what is the structure of molecule X that has the optimum property of Y? Means you are asking the machine learning model, give me a structure which can drug a receptor or protein under investigation. The aim is to devise structures that are identical to molecules seen during training, but that optimize for some characteristics. What are the characteristics? They should drug the desired or under investigation protein, that is receptor. The basic idea of the generative model is to start with an unrelated set of atoms and some latent specification vector for the wanted molecule and slowly build up molecules by instructing a neural network. Here there is involvement of reinforcement learning, that is agent, environment, action, that is reward and punishment or penalty. You will start with a single molecule, single atom, then based on some property like Lipinski's parameter or docking and other features, you will keep on adding or removing or adjusting or replacing some particular functional group until you get perfect docking score, perfect binding score, perfect Lipinski's 5 parameters, and so and so. So this is the use of neural network and reinforcement learning type of machine learning. We all know there are three types of machine learning system: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. So deep learning basically involve unsupervised type of machine learning. The two main encounters in this process are, while going for de novo drug designing, we have to ensure the novel drug like molecule should follow chemical rule. They should be bound by the chemistry rules. It means in simple terms, they should be easily synthesized in the chemistry laboratory. You have very handsome, very powerful drug like molecule given by your in silico or AI driven system, but if it is not being synthesized in the laboratory, there is no use of such molecule. So number one challenge is you have to ensure the molecule should be chemically unwavering. They should be chemistry friendly, means they can be designed in the laboratory. Second, designing beneficial low dimensional specification vectors that can be decoded into molecules by the generative neural network. So there is the concept autoencoder. They are a specific type of neural network in the deep learning type of machine learning model. So they encode or convert your molecule into latent vector of continuous molecular representation, and from those continuous molecular representation through generative type of neural network, you can pick particular data point and you can optimize it, you can test it for further studies from drug like property point of view. So now we will talk about the very successful company and which is now talk of the town, along with, town means entire world in drug discovery circle at least, along with in silico medicine, X, benevolent AI, recursion, benchsci, cyclica, and others. So this Accenture company is using these platforms: Centure Chemist, Small Data and Active Learning, Phenotypic Drug Discovery, Centure Biologist, and Fragment-Based Lead Discovery. These are their in-house algorithms or AI platforms or protocols to design drugs entirely through AI-mediated approaches. So the information and infographics in this particular section I have taken from a article, that is Hunting for New Drugs with AI. The pharmaceutical industry is in a drug discovery slum. How much can AI help? The article written by David has been taken from Nature journal. So as per this infographics in Nature designed by Campbell Medical Illustration, how and what are the steps which are being used by Accenture for discovering drug molecule. Number one, the information on the target protein is fed into a dataset of interaction. They fetch the information regarding receptors or targets. Then they remove potentially toxic compounds and incompatible molecules. Then the software identifies and give you hint regarding promising compounds and specifies new test. Then there are system for you will give new ligand and compound test results and added back in, and this process of filtration and checking goes on continuously until a testable short list of compounds is flagged. Means same procedure, machine learning model training and then exposing to newer set and going for de novo type of designing until you get perfect score. So the drug discovery process, we all know, typically starts with the identification of a target protein. The target protein means the receptor which is responsible for causing disease. You have to modulate the target through some druggable, through some drug structures. The goal is to find a compound that is ligand that can bind to the protein to interrupt the disease causing process. Given a target, Accenture's AI software like Centure platform and others can predict which compounds are likely to bind to the protein, as well as what further tests could narrow the list enough to progress to advanced testing. You should have very narrow down list so that you can go for preclinical study, pre-formulation study, and ultimately clinical trial. This is the basic drug discovery marathon, which takes around 2.6 billion US dollar, an average 10 to 12 years before the drug can see the light of the day. So as I told you, Exscientia is creating headlines. It is the news of June this year. Exscientia steps up AI powered drug discovery with 60 million US dollar asset acquisition. Another news is EQRx and Exscientia enter strategic drug creation, development and commercialization collaboration to accelerate the advancement of new world-class medicines. So in majority of such collaborations or business strategies, Exscientia is having upper hand in from viewpoint of their in-house self-developed patented and original proprietary platforms. So more and more pharma companies need to collaborate with this type of companies which have spent millions and crores of rupees with using their talent to develop easy to use, easy to operate um, type of AI platforms, which is not an easy task. But these companies are really doing wonderful task by making this drug discovery marathon a easy approach comparatively. Another news of May 2021, Accenture has done a collaboration with pharma giant that is Bristol Myers Squibb BMS. Around 1.2 billion US dollar deal was. So there is no miracle then that the pharma industry is enthusiastic about AI tools for drug development. These tools do not work by having expert developed analytical techniques programmed into them, but users, say for example AI experts in collaboration with drug discovery expert, they feed input them sample problems, a molecule, and solution, how the molecule ultimately behave as a drug, so that the software can develop its own computational approaches for producing those same solutions. So in simple terms, machine learning, you are giving a type of the problem, that is molecule, and how molecule behave as a drug. These two things you need to define while curating data set, and then only machine learning will learn the what we want from it. So there are few milestones in the bag of in the bag of these Exscientia. In less than 2 years, they have entered into clinical trial phase. Their 3 molecules are in different phases of clinical trial. In January 2020, company revealed that the first molecule designed by AI has entered in phase 1 clinical trial. This compound with the code name DSP-1181 is being advanced by collaborator Sumitomo Denipon Pharma. So this is as per the agreement of Exscientia with this company for developing this molecule. This compound is a long-acting and potent serotonin 5-HT1A receptor agonist and is being investigated for obsessive compulsive disorder as an indication for the compound. The important thing is this entire task required less than 12 months to complete the research phase, just a fraction of the time characteristically required to discover a new candidate molecule if we compare with classical way of drug discovery. In December 2020, Exscientia's most advanced internal lead drug candidate, that is EXS21546 compound, became the second announcement from company for phase 1 clinical trial in UK. You imagine the speed when it takes around 7 to 8 years for a drug-like molecule to enter in clinical trial phase. Using classical way of drug discovery in here, in less than 2 years, in months, they are creating wonders just by their intelligently driven AI platforms. So it is being investigated in immuno-oncology treatment for numerous types of tumors. This compound is an adenosine A2A receptor antagonist, resulted as an outcome of a collaboration between Exscientia and Evotec, another pharma company. This Oxford-based pharma tech company in May 2021 again surprised the pharma world by announcing another major breakthrough, third in the series. And the third drug candidate is DSP-003A. This drug is underwent phase 1 clinical trial, and the compound is basically a dual target 5-HT1A agonist and 5-HT2A antagonist, and will be evaluated for the treatment of Alzheimer's disease psychosis. This time again the collaboration is with Japanese firm Sumitomo Nippon Pharma. Breakthrough, really major breakthrough. 3 molecules in less than 2 to 3 years with shorter team, limited team members, not like huge R&D time in spacious pharma lab and huge type of research scientists. No, it is not the case in drug discovery. As always, I have been telling for past 2 years, in next 10 years, drug discovery means there will be limited number of rooms. One room will be with quantum computer and few experts to work on those computers. They will give you almost final drug-like molecule which you need to synthesize in the laboratory, and you have to do some tests in murine models or in ape model, and ultimately go for testing in selected number of subject and patient. Such is the power of AI assisted drug discovery and even clinical trials. With this, we finish this video about early fruits, that is early output of using AI in drug discovery. I am telling early because these are the companies which are really very fast compared to other pharma company in using AI. So these are early fruits. So until we are very much confident and sure that these molecules will definitely pass the stringent clinical trial test as per FDA and other federal regulations, and they will become the part of prescription in near future. So with this, we finish the video in this series of early fruits in terms of molecule through AI driven drug discovery. Thank you very much.